you.
Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If seeing a cute dog doesn't make you want to buy comics tonight, nothing will. Get ready for some all-new comics on Kickin' It.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storyline crime. MCU 5 DC's in the game. Being on, ain't nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our pod, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I think this is the first Bentley cam we have of 2025. What's up, everybody? You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kumpen, and with me is the OG himself, Bentley. Can we get a round of applause for Bentley? Yeah! We're gonna put him down, but he says hi to everybody. He loves y'all. It's just that, being in front of the camera makes him a little shy. I think in his past life, he was a bouncer. Anyway, we got a great show for you guys tonight. I just did a full restock over at North Shore Comics. I got a whole short box full of goodies, and then we're going to go digging through some of the other stuff in my collection. We're now in the process of consolidating, so more and more stuff from the warehouse is coming back home, which is going to be great because at that point, we'll never run out of anything on these shows, so that's going to be a good thing. As always, you spend $25 with me, and by the end of the show, you're going to get to spin the wheel, and you're most likely going to win a free comic or get free swag, which if I don't provide, you guys can throw me up and on a stake and burn me alive, figuratively, not literally. And if you spend $50 with me, and you're located within the United States, you get free shipping on your order. So without further ado, let's kick it off. We've got some great books for you guys tonight. So the first book I'm going to show you guys right now is Night Thrasher #1. Night Thrasher #1. This came out, I believe, last year. And it follows the character who's actually, he's got a kind of like a similar story to he's kind of like a mixture between Batman and Nightwing, in the sense that he does have wealth, and he does have armor, and it does give him the ability to fight crime and do all this stuff. But he's a cool character. I don't think he's explored enough. He's also the leader of the New Warriors. We got Night Thrasher #1 going for just $3 tonight. Less comics, more Bentley. Well, come on, Tori. We're on a comic shopping network. Comics entertainment network. We can't ever not have comics. I have Multiversity #1 by Grant Morrison and Ivan Reis. This is going to go for $3. $3 on Multiversity #1. We got the Earth 23 Superman here and some other multiverse characters over here, including Captain Carrot. That's going to go for $3 as well. So $3 on that. And then I have Thanos in the Infinity Watch Annual #1. That's also going to go for just $3 tonight. And keep in mind, guys, most of these books are rack books. So when you're going and you're buying them at comic shops, you're going to be paying cover price or more. All right, next book I have here is Fantastic Four. The Heroes Return Collector's Item First Issue. This is going to go for just $4 tonight. For Fantastic Four #1, The Heroes Reborn. I believe this is like the cover A. We got Scott Lobdell on the writing and Alan Davis on art. That is a gorgeous cover. And then I have Invincible Iron Man #169. This is the issue where Iron Man passes off the mantle to James Rhodes for the first time ever. This is issue 169. Wait, is that 169? It's 169, bro! Now, this is pretty much kind of like a key issue, I would think, because even though it's not, James Rhodes taking up the mantle of War Machine, he was actually wearing the Iron Man armor for quite some time. During Secret Wars, it was actually him who was in the armor, not Tony Stark. Did you guys know that? Well, I do because I recently read it. So this issue is going to go for just $4 right now, and that is a really good deal on this book. Newsstand copy, $4 on Invincible Iron Man 169. The first time Tony Stark quit being Iron Man. Pass it on. It is a minor key, indeed. Justice League 67 is going to go for $3. This is a variant cover done by Lozano. $3. It's got a price tag of $6 on it, but we're going to do it for $3. So it's 50% off. These are cheap lower rack books here. I want to move them all tonight, or as many of them as I can. I have Kid Colt Outlaw #210, also going for just $3. So Kid Colt Outlaw #310 is just $3. Cobra #4. But if Cobra dies, so does his innocent twin, Jason Burr, the servitor from the stars. He's here to slay Cobra, the king of evil. This is going to go for $3. So Tori's saying that prior to 1987, direct editions are actually rarer than newsstand copies. So newsstand copies are more of a rare thing. Thank you, Tori, for sharing that information. I have Kong the Untamed #5. That's also going to go for just $3. $3 on this. Korak, Son of Tarzan #54. It's going to go for $3. Super cheap books. Lassie. I keep showing this book off. I am dying to sell this. Lassie is going to go for just $3 tonight. Please, someone, for the love of God, please add Lassie to your collection. I beg you. I had it priced at $5. I'm bringing it down to $3 so I can just move the darn thing already. And next up I have Gasolina Bienvenido. Buen Novito. #1. Going for just $3. It's Gasolina, man! Come on, it's Gasolina! It's Gasolina! It's going for $3.
Oh, yeah!
And then next up, I got Magneto and the Magnetic Man from Amalgam Comics. This is also going to go for just $3. $3 on this. And then finally, I have, for the bottom row, Hawkeye #1. This is the Halloween comic extravaganza variant here. That's going to go for just $3 as well. So $3 on this. $3 on this. Up top, we got some new stuff here. And if you're in the room, let me know. Eddie, what's up, man? Good to see you. Who else is here? All right. I have. Oh, okay. All right. I have Trinity here by Matt Wagner with Dave Stewart. Matt Wagner doing the Trinity, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. These are pretty thick books. and same interior artist on all 3 books. What's up, Rudy? So we got Trinity number 1 through 3. And this set here is going to go for $20 today. It's all 3 books. It's a 3-part series. I'm into it for 15, so I want to make 20 on it. So I just want to make $5 on this. That's it. And I've been trying to sell this for a while. So if you guys want to throw me an offer because you really want this, there's a very good chance I might take you up on it because I really need to just get these books out of here. So Trinity 1 through 3 is going to go for just $20 or best offer because it's been around for a while. This next one's a new find. I have Green Lantern Rebirth number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. I really love this series. So this came out in 2004, end of 2004. And basically what happened was Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, was the Spectre for a long time. He died during, when he became Parallax. And they had this whole, I forgot what the name of the arc was. Was it like Twilight or something like that? I didn't read it. But anyway, Hal Jordan died. And when he died, he became the Spectre. And years have now passed, and Kyle Rayner has, at this point, been the Green Lantern for, I think the last, 10, 12 years. So at this point, this was a pretty big move to bring Hal Jordan back as the Green Lantern. It was almost like them bringing back Barry Allen as the Flash. Who's Barry Allen? Well, you guys wouldn't know because you don't read Flash comics. But anyway, that's a jab. Labor shot. But this is a really great series, and I really love Ethan Van Schreiber's art here. And Jeff Johns really did a bang-up job of bringing back Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern. It's a great 6-issue run, and they do a really good job of bringing up the stakes. There's a real big part of me, in all honesty, when I started building out this run today, I was like, man, I should just keep this for myself because I really love this run, and I used to have it. But then, when I was getting my business started, I had to sell it, unfortunately. But this is such a great series. I absolutely love Green Lantern Rebirth. And I'm going to do the whole set today for just, we'll do it for $15. Straight up $15. It's all yours. Which is basically me saying, I want to sell this as quickly as possible. That's why I put that price tag on it. It's the whole set. You don't got to hunt down anything. And that's what these 3 slots are here for, are, completed runs. Things you got a complete run of all of it. You don't got to hunt it down no matter what, So I highly recommend grabbing Green Lantern Rebirth. It is very, very, very good. Solid stuff. And then I have Flex Mentallo. I've been trying to sell this for a while. It's a really great series. I don't know why people aren't jumping on this, but it's probably more to do with the price than anything. So Flex Mentallo, we're just taking Green Lantern Rebirth. This came out back in your day when you were managing Comics Revolution, right? So you probably remember when this came out. All right, back to Flex Mentallo in the meantime. Queen of the Trailer Park, and she's going for just $3. Tree Doll Hairs. All right, so Flex Mentallo is by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. It's a 4-part series. It's really freaking out there. And if you're into all that kind of weird stuff, particularly Grant Morrison and all the stuff he did in Doom Patrol and all that, you're going to feel right at home with this. It's a pretty psychedelic book. And I'm into this set here for $65. I had a $75 price tag on it, but I'm going to do a best offer on it, just like I'm doing with Trinity. So if you guys are interested in this, throw me an offer. Let's make a deal. Yeah, you had it and had to sell it. Well, I'm glad we could fix that for you, Rudy. I'm really happy about that. Rudy, how you doing, man? It's real awesome that you're here hanging out with me on these shows. I love it, man. Thank you for being here. It really means so much to me. You're an awesome dude. All right, I have The Adventures of Captain America, #1. These are really cool embossed covers here. I've never read this series, but there's a part of me that's tempted to. I know at some point I'm going to want to grab it. I have #1, 2, 3, and #4 here. And I'm going to do this entire set for $15 as well. So 15 on this. So I haven't really been reading a lot of comics, in all honesty, over the last 4 or 5 days. And the reason is because I am busy editing Warline right now. So I am reading comics, but I am reading the same comic over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, looking for all the little tiny things that pop up, all the spelling errors, all the balloons that need to be moved around, all the effects that need to be fixed up, all the minutia. So all of my energy is going towards that right now. So I haven't been reading as many comics. But the good news is we're getting really close. So far, Warline 3 has gone through 11 drafts of letters, and it's the whole book. So it's but it's getting there. I mean, we're just about there. If I had to release this book tomorrow, I think I would be able to do it. But in terms of just the lettering, we still have to get 18 pages of coloring left. But the colorist said he's planning to turn everything in by February 12th. I just contacted our variant cover artist for issue 3. He's going to be so what we're doing is we're launching Warline 3 as a convention exclusive for Emerald City Comic Con, which is what we've been doing for ever since the book first came out. So we premiered it at Emerald City Comic Con for the first time, and every year we've come back with a new issue of Warline. So we're doing that again this year with the 3rd issue. There is going to be a Kickstarter for it where you'll be able to get that cover along with the other variants that I'll be doing. We're going to be bringing back the same artists for each variant. And to keep things in line with what we've been doing, it'll be Kanan White who does the cover for issue 3. So we just talked about the concept today, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he turns in. He's an incredible artist. He's done some really good stuff. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm also super exhausted because I think I've read Warline 3 times today, and it's a big book. It's 48 pages, so it's not like I'm just reading a small 24-page comic, or not a small, but a standard 24-page comic. However, I did get to do a lot of buying today, and we are at that. We are coming close to that commercial break time. So we are going to take a commercial break in just a moment, but I want to let you guys know a couple things we've got going on this week. So every month now on my channel, I'm going to be doing sort of like a sale / AMA. It's a new show called Virtual Signings with Onrie. It's going to be premiering on Saturday, and it's only going to air once a month. So it's kind of like a once a month thing. And I'm going to be giving you guys an opportunity to get rare stuff on that show. And you guys can also come on there and hear stories and ask questions and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be on my channel, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be busting out stuff that I don't even have listed on my website. So, and that'll be an opportunity for you guys to get it. It'll be cheaper and all that wonderful stuff. But I'll also be talking about, how the sausage is made and all that other fun stuff. So I hope you guys will join me for that on Saturday. And we're going to get started on going through back issues in just a moment. It's about 9:20 now. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to keep things going. And I'll see you guys in just a minute.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. could be doing anything. The fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storyline prime. MCU 5D season the game. Being on, ain't nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rides and fandoms unite. Welcome to our pod, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. All right, guys, let's do it. We're going into that collection. Starting off with all the new comics I picked up. And there's some really cool stuff in here, too. Lots of modern stuff that was on comic book racks just a few months ago and is already going for just $2. So this is a chance to get some really awesome comics tonight. We're going to kick it off with The Return of Wolverine #1 by Charles Soule and Steve McNiven. This was actually a fun read. I liked when they brought back Wolverine. This is when he had his fire claws. This is going to go for $2. What'd they ever do with that anyway? They never use it anymore. He's no longer fire clawing it up. I have Batman 431, 433. What's up, David Moore? And Batman 511, which is a 0-hour tie-in. This is going to go for just $6. All new stuff. David Moore, we got new comics, new $2 comics. A lot of the books on the lower rack here are all $3 books, $3 and $4 books. I don't think I even mentioned one $5 book up there. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I have Superman of America #1 going for just $2. Batman Dark Detective #2 by Steve Englehart. #3 and #4. This is going to go for just $6. I have Superman Secret Origin. This is really, really good. It's by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. I love Gary Frank's artwork. It's a Brainiac story. It's really, really good. So we got the first 3 issues of this. This is a 6-part series, so we have the first 3 parts here. And this is going to go for just $6. If only I had the other 3 parts, we'd have another full run for you. But here's 3 parts going for $6. I think that's a steal for those books. Yeah, his artwork is fantastic. My favorite book that he ever did was Midnight Nation with J. Michael Straczynski. That was a really great series. 0 Hour, Crisis in Time. We have #1, #2, and #3, and #4. That's the Flash. That's his mask on the cover, in case you guys are wondering. I know you guys are like, what is that? That doesn't look very familiar. Like, I don't know what the heck that is. Well, now you do. 0 Hour 1 through 4 is going to go for just $8 for 0 Hour 1 through 4. And all these books are bagged and boarded, ready to go. That's the one thing I love about Miles. Yes, he always bags and boards all of his dollar books. That's a pretty big deal when you think about it, because like that's time, that's resources, that's everything going into making it as clean as possible. And he throws really good stuff in there. I mean, that's why I keep going and restocking over there. All right, next up, we got some Bizarro Superman. I have Man of Steel number 32 going for $2. And I've been buying up a lot of Superman lately, mainly because that's what he's been showing. But this is the year for Superman. I'm going to let you guys know. And this is the time to be buying Superman because the movie hasn't come out yet. So I'm actually holding on to some stuff. I've put together full runs of Superman that I'm going to show off very soon. I have all of All-Star Superman, first printings. I have the entire Jim Lee and Brian Azzarello run of Superman for tomorrow. And I have Lex Luthor, Man of Steel. I have those whole runs ready to go and sell on the show. But I'm not going to sell it until the movie comes out. I'm sitting on those. So these books right here, they have a lot of potential, particularly Secret Origin. I really think you guys should pick that up because they have to do something with Brainiac at some point. Probably not going to be in this movie, but at some point they got to do something with Brainiac. I'm super hyped for the Superman movie. And, you know, I saw some, like, people, like, comparing it to Man of Steel. Like, they had, like, a new teaser clip of Superman flying, and they're like, oh, look, it just looks like the one that Henry Cavill is in. And it's like, no, it doesn't. It's a different movie, different actor, different Superman. Stop criticizing everything before it even comes out. Another thing I'm going to do, too. This is Onrie's Rant Time. Onrie's Rant Time is happening now. I saw another really stupid post today that really pissed me off. And I'll tell you why it made me angry. It was a post about the new Daredevil series, and the showrunners were saying this is a leaner, meaner version of, you know, like street level superhero stuff. It's better than the Penguin. It's leaner and meaner than the Penguin. It's like, stop! Don't set the bar that high. And in fact, don't even go there. The Penguin is its own thing, and Daredevil is its own thing. Let these two things. They're not comparable, really. I mean, yeah, it's like street level stuff, but Daredevil is a superhero. There's some hope in that. And the Penguin, it's a story about a supervillain, you know, well, a villain, you know, doing villainous things. We're talking two different shows here. They're not comparable in any way. And the way that article comes off, it's almost like they're going into a fight like it's it's Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I mean, come on, you know, like. That's not how we should be looking at these shows. There's no one who's going to watch the Penguin and Daredevil and be like, oh yeah, the Penguin definitely won that fight against Daredevil. Like, come on, it's just they're two TV shows. Just embrace them both. You could say, hey, you know, Daredevil was really inspired by all the great things that were done in the Penguin. Like, that's complimentary. I think that's great. But when you're comparing it like that, it's like, oh, go, you know. I'm going to drop my F-bomb. Go fuck yourself. You know, don't do that kind of stuff. It's just like here's a quick way to get clicks. Because now you set the bar too high, and if that Born Again show doesn't pay off, that guy's going to look like an asshole. There. Yeah, he's going to be leaner and meaner than the Penguin. I'm leaner and meaner than the Penguin. Jesus. Am I allowed to use the J word on here? I'm Jewish, so I mean, I you know, no.
Penguin doesn't do Krav Maga, so
he doesn't. He does not do Krav Maga. I do Krav Maga, so therefore, you know, not leaner, not meaner. I'm Jerish. All right, I have Conan the King, number 21, going for $2. Batman and the Outsiders, number 8, is going to go for $2. And then I have this really weird comic book series here, guys. This is like one of those weird things that I find out in the wild because, like, you know, like, I don't know. I just like to pick up weird things. So are you guys ready for this? I have The Flash, number 2, and The Flash, number 3. Isn't that weird? Look at this. This is such a weird find out in the wild. Flash comics. It's like,
can you tell us anything about the character, Onrie?
It's awesome, and you need to buy this book for only $4 for these 2 issues here. He runs really fast. Here's something else I can tell you. He was portrayed in a really wonderful fashion by Ezra Miller. There you go, Flash. 2 and 3 going for $4. Is that about a serial flasher? A flashist? Well, we have flashists on our show. Those are people who are racist towards the Flash. I have Superman number 38, Unnatural Disasters by Jerry Ordway and Yankee. I just like this cover. Superman's yelling at the rain. He's like, "Stop raining already! Don't make me come up there, God." Superman 38 is going to go for $2. And then I have Superman number 654. This is Carlos Pacheco and Kurt Busiek. This is the start of their run here. Carlos Pacheco, he's no longer with us, unfortunately, but he was a really great artist. So this is him and Kurt Busiek coming on Superman, issue 654, and it's going for just $2. This is the jump on point. It's going for just $2. Next up, I have the Animal Man Annual number 2. That's going to go for $2. All right, now, brace yourselves. You've heard of Ultraman. You've heard of Ultra Boy. Perhaps some of you out there may have heard of Ultra Woman. But have you ever heard of Ultra Girl? Probably not. And you're lucky because this is your chance to learn all about her. I have Ultra Girl number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is going to go for $6. $6 for Ultra Girl number 1 through 3. I have Contest of Champions 2, number 3 of 5. That's going to go for $2. I have Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil, number 34, Lockdown, Part 4. That's going to go for $2. My copy cost me $5, just so you know. Yes, I know. Superman's God's name is Ra, but, you know, Ra's not on Earth. Ra is rowing his boat and roaring at the red sky. All right, I have Steve Rogers Super Soldier number 3 of 4 and the Steve Rogers Super Soldier Annual number 1. This is going to go for $4 reduce. $4. Lots of cool $2 comics here, guys. Don't be shy. They're all bagged, boarded, ready to go for you. All right, the next book I've been following for a while now. This is a great series. If you haven't had a chance to jump on this yet, this is the time to do it. I have Uncanny X-Men number 1. This is the start of Gail Simone's run. The artwork inside by Marquez is really great. Now, this is the current ongoing X-Men. They're up to issue 10 now. And what's happening with this series is this is a team-based book. Obviously, and the team leader here is Rogue. And this is the first time Rogue has ever been the leader of the X-Men. And on her team is Gambit, Jubilee, Wolverine, and I think Nightcrawler's on the team too. Yeah, Nightcrawler's on the team. And I forgot who else. Well, they're about to introduce, you know, a bunch of mutants in the second one, but this is a really great first start to the series. And Gail Simone's a great writer, so I highly recommend this. I have it in my personal collection. I'm doing issue 1 for just $2 today. This is a really, really great series. And then I have a variant cover here with Nightcrawler on the cover. He's reading the current ongoing Wolverine number 1. This is going to go for $4. Wolverine Conan, what's up? How you doing, Chris Nash? All right, Wolverine. Chris Nash in the house. Right, Row, baby, right, Row. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, dude? And then I came across some really cool stuff. I have Dwayne McDuffie on Justice League of America, number 25 and number 26. This is going to go for just $4. I have some Faces of Evil DC books. Cobra. These are all one-shots. Prometheus and Solomon Grundy, each going for just $2. Get them all for $6 for the Faces of Evil. You can't stop me, Hackman. All right, I have Detective Comics number 27. This is a really cool special edition. Bob Kane, Bill Finger, Brad Meltzer, Brian Hitch, Scott Snyder, Sean Murphy, and Chip Kidd all contributed to this book. This is going to go for $2. Now, the next series here is the first couple issues of that same Justice League series here, but we're going to kick it off with the first issue, which was launched by Brad Meltzer. Call me Chris. I have number 2 and number 3. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but when this book came out, it was a pretty big deal. In fact, I remember when Brad Meltzer came to Chicago, he was promoting a book that he was working on, and I actually grabbed my copy of this when it came out, and I had him sign it. I love Brad Meltzer. He's an incredible writer and just a really solid dude. He was very encouraging to me when I was starting out on Easton Shin. And him coming on to do Justice League was really great because this is post-Identity Crisis, which really shocked everything on the DC front. Like the DC heroes could no longer trust each other because they were lying to one another in order to protect other members of the team. And that really messed things up for everybody, but the world still needs a Justice League. And this is the first time that they're brought back and they assemble a really cool team. It's Superman. Oh, and they did Mike Turner covers on here too. I forgot about that. These came out right before Mike Turner died. So who do we got on the cover here? We got, this is the roster. Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan with Green Lantern, a fresh reborn Hal Jordan, Black Canary, Batman, who's that? Hawkgirl, Red Tornado, what's his face?
Is it Arsenal or Red Arrow?
That's Red Arrow. And then who's this?
Vixen, I think.
And then is this the other guy?
Looks like Black Lightning.
Yeah, that's Black Lightning. All right, there we go. There's Grease Lightning and there's Black Lightning. I got the two confused. So I read the first couple issues of this actually when it came out because this was one of the monthly books that I was reading back then. It was great. Justice League books are always fun, especially when they're written by Brad Meltzer. This is going to go for $6. And Dwayne McDuffie, the late great Dwayne McDuffie. Sabretooth number 2 is going to go for $2. X-Men Legends number 12 by Chris Claremont and Scott Eaton. We got Kitty Pryde and Nightcrawler on the cover. This is going to go for just $2. The Joker number 13. This is part of James Tynan's run. This is a Punchline variant here. This is a 15-issue series. And this is issue 13. These books typically go for a lot more money. They go for about $6, but I'm going to do it today for just $2. I want to move it quickly. And these are, again, all these books are in excellent shape. Like I could take a ton of these books and make them FOMO books, like this Uncanny X-Men. And even that Joker, those are FOMO books all day. I would sell those at $5. And I'll tell you right now, if no one claims them, I'm definitely going to do that. The JLA issues are off to Rudy. Nice. Rudy, did you want to throw on 25 and 26 too, or did you just want 1 through 3? Next up, I have X-Force number 1. This is the current ongoing for X-Force. And again, this is another book that I would put up as a FOMO book. I think I actually did have it as a FOMO book at one point. Deadpool-led team, $2. Brother to Keegan-Michael Kay.
You know Key and Peele?
Yeah.
Yeah, Keegan Michael Key is actually his brother. He didn't find out until after Dwayne McDuffie died.
Well, how does that make sense?
Because Keegan Michael Key was adopted.
Oh, so McDuffie was his biological brother?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Thanks for spoiling the mood, Jay. Now we're all sad because of this news.
Well, you're the one that's got a bunch of dead creators on your board there.
Shut up, Jay. Takes one to know one. I love you, Jay. You're the man. Lewis, what's up, man? I got you on the punchline. We should just have a show where I have dead creators and I dress up in goth, like just total goth. I'll put like some eyeliner on, wear like a little wig.
Okay, Mom.
Okay. God, why do you gotta like be on my shoulder, over my back all the time when I'm doing my show? Why can't you just let me be?
They're all posers.
You're all posers. Oh man, steampunk. No, not steampunk. Goth. Full on goth. You guys haven't seen Gothic Onrie yet. That's coming this year, 2025. All right, I have Helverine number 3 and number 4. This is going to go for $4 for Helverine 3 and 4. And then I also have X-Force number 4 too. So to go with that number 1, we have X-Force number 1 and number 4 going for $4. And again, all these books are like, a lot of these books are new. Like we're talking like they've come out in the last 6 months. So this is a really great opportunity to get this stuff if you didn't get it when it came out at a cheaper price. Onrie Pullman. Whoa, Gothery. Wolverine and the Infinity Watch. This annual is going to go for $2. And if you guys haven't read this Wolverine series by Benjamin Percy, it's actually fantastic. This is part of a run where Beast actually he decides, all right, I don't want to say Beast goes evil. I would say Beast goes rogue. So during the whole Krakoa period, this is kind of like towards the end of Krakoa. This is, like the twilight of Krakoa. Beast decides to not work with, to basically operate on his own. And he starts using Wolverine as his own personal weapon. Like his intentions are good. It's like to protect mutant kind, but he starts doing all these evil things. And we get an evil Beast, which a lot of people were pretty pissed off about because they love Beast as a character and he would never do that. But I think that Beast was manipulated by what was going on in Krakoa. And so this is a really great series because he first captures Wolverine and he kills him actually by decapitating him, which was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Because how do you decapitate Wolverine whose entire body's made of adamantium? And then Wolverine is cloned back, but then if he's cloned back, where's his adamantium? It's really strange. It's really weird. But he would be like losing limbs, and it's like, how can Wolverine lose limbs if his bones are made out of adamantium, or if his bones are laced with adamantium? So some things didn't make sense here, but overall, I like the direction of this run a lot. This was really great. So I found this random issue here. I have the entire series. It's really, really great. This is going to go for just $2. Oh yeah, I have a Silver Samurai sword that was able to do it. Yeah, it was something like that. I wouldn't say it's stupid, Tori. Let's not be mean, but I don't feel like it's something that, like, if he has unbreakable bones and you give him something that breaks his bones, that kind of like defeats the purpose. I would say it's not obtuse. It's like almost saying I think they could have thought that through a little bit better, but they made it work. I enjoyed it. All right, I have Action Comics number 700. Milestone issue here. This is going to go for $2. Classics Illustrated, A Tale of Two Cities, number 6, $2. Stupid is stupid. Yeah, stupid is as stupid does. I have Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, Citizen Wayne. This is the number 4 annual. Go for $2. There's some annuals in here I picked out. I have The Spectre, number 10. Number 11, going for $4. Black Condor by Brian Augustine and Rags Morales. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Caca! That's going to go for $6 for the Black Condor, 1 through 3. Black Condor, more like Black Condominium.
Hello.
Oh, there you go, Jay. You are the man. I love you, buddy. I have Ghost Rider number 23 and number 24. That's going to go for $4. JLA Justice League of Atlantis number 1 by Len Kaminsky, who wrote a lot of the Iron Man books that I've recently come to finish reading. This is going to go for $2. Leonard, are you calling those 2 McDuffie Justice League books? How you doing, brother? Gwyneth McDuffie? Okay, so I have Justice League 25 and number 26 by Dwayne McDuffie. They're going to go for $4 together. One thing I watched over the weekend that I really, really enjoyed was Godzilla -1. So Alan's been really into Godzilla and King Kong, and he really wanted to watch the movies. So I was like, hey, we should watch -1. And I was a little worried that it might be too much for him, but we sat down and watched it, and I absolutely loved it. It was such a good movie. It was so fantastic. I love Godzilla -1. Great soundtrack, too. Really, you knew him personally. That's really cool. I never got to meet Dwayne McDuffie, and I'm sad about that. -1, I watched it on Netflix. Anybody else got any recommendations of something like it? Because honestly, I watched Godzilla King of the Monsters, the 2019 one, and I was like, what the hell am I watching? Like this sucked. I want to see a good Godzilla Kong movie. Is there a good Godzilla Kong? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it is a perfect Godzilla movie. It was awesome. I really enjoyed that film a lot. All right, next up I have Enigma number 3 of 8 and number 4 of 8. This is going to go for $4. Iron Man, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is a one-shot annual. It's going to go for $2. Suicide Squad number 4 is going to go for $2. Godzilla. What about Shin Godzilla? Was Shin Godzilla any good? Because that was another Japanese-made one. Spectacular Spider-Man 243, $2 on this. Zombie with an X. This is part of the Milestone books. This is issues 2 and 3. They're going to go for just $4. I have New Mutants Annual number 7. That's going to go for $2. I have Wolverine and the Infinity Watch number 1, number 2, And number 3, that's going to go for $6. $6 on this. Well, then I'm going to have to watch Shin Godzilla next with the boys. Well, Alan really wants to see Kong. He wants to see the two of them fighting. That's what he's like really into. All right, Wolverine. Which Wolverine did you want? Did you want the Wolverine 30, the Infinity Watch? Which one did you want? Or all of them? Let me know, Leonard. All of them together would be 6, 8, 10. It would be 10 for all of them if you got all of them. The Infinity Watch. Okay, cool. Did you want to throw this annual on? It would be 8 if you throw this one on. Let me know. Looks like it might be a tie into that. Yeah, I heard. So those guys are making another. The guys who made -1 are making another one, but no, they weren't sure. They didn't mention if it was a direct sequel or not. And we're also getting Predator Badlands this year. I'm really looking forward to what that's going to be. I have Super Sons number 16. That's going to go for $2. Hero Illustrated, number 13 from July 1994. We got Mutant Mania, The Crow, Neil Adams, Colleen Duran, and Future Shocks. Going for $2. This is a pretty cool industry mag. Hero Illustrated, $2 for issue number 13. Yeah, they're usually never direct sequels. Jay, what were you mentioning about Blade?
So Predator Badlands is actually taking the spot that Blade was supposed to release in.
Oh, for Fox?
The MCU Blade?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when that movie was coming out, it was in that spot. And since that movie's probably never coming out because, there's only one Blade, ever only going to be one Blade.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, that was such a perfect line. He he put the nail on the coffin for Marshall Ali to come in as Blade. And I think he would be a great Blade too. But I love what Wesley Snipes did there. That was great. That was a great line. And we don't need another Blade. We got Wesley Snipes. He's still around. He could do it. But did you guys see that teaser trailer for Alien Earth? That was awesome. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's a really short teaser, and I love teasers and trailers. I love making them, and I love watching them. I'm heavily inspired by them because there's nothing better. There's nothing better out there. It's the best way to get people excited about something. So this teaser shows a ship that is crash landing to Earth from the perspective of a face hugger. As the ship is crash landing, you're seeing the face hugger like being thrown around inside a ship. And then the camera pans out and you see the ship like crashing to Earth. And it just says Alien Earth. It's awesome. It's such a great, I've been thinking about it. It's a great teaser. And it's a TV show too. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. You know what I have to say though? Here's the thing about it. James Rhodes actually became Iron Man, right? So before you cast Tony Stark again, why didn't they put James Rhodes in the Iron Man armor? Like, I get it, he has the War Machine armor, but like the world needs an Iron Man. So why isn't Rhodey going in as Iron Man? And what happened to Stark Industries, by the way? Is it run by Pepper now and Happy? They actually got married, by the way, in the comics. No, the plot to Earth War was actually a little bit different. Earth War was actually a direct sequel to the Aliens movie, the one that James Cameron did. So Ripley was in it. And it was sort of like, you had Alien, then you had Aliens, and the only place to go from Aliens would be Earth War. But it was done as a comic, and it was written by the screenwriter who had done Aliens. Really great. Here, I actually have this big compendium that I picked up a couple of years ago. Sam Keith actually did all the artwork inside. It was so good. I would have taken this Earth War over Alien 3 any day. And they brought back Ripley, which was awesome. But the Sam Keith one, it was kind of jarring to see him come on and do Alien. He wouldn't have been my first choice, especially after the artist that did this series that came before it. And his style was like way different and cool. But like that's Ripley. She like comes back with like all this like advanced like attack weaponry, and they like basically Earth has already been invaded by the aliens, and like they've like just destroyed everything, and like people are in hiding, and the small group is coming back and trying to stop them. And it's Hicks, Newt, and Ripley, and Newt's like grown up a bit, and it was what they were gonna do as a sequel, but you know, it never happened, unfortunately. But it was all done here. I don't know if Alien Earth is going to follow that or do its own thing. There's another really great Alien series that Marvel's putting out right now. It's a miniseries called Paradiso, and it takes place on a tropical planet. That's like a resort tropical planet, and there's some really crazy stuff happening on it. It's a really, really good series. They released the first 2 issues so far, and they've been dynamite. I've loved them. So it just feels like like I would love to see a movie based on Alien Paradiso. Yeah, but like here's the thing: he was Iron Man. Like if you read Secret Wars, James Rhodes was Iron Man in Secret Wars. You know, like I would be totally fine with that because it follows the comics. And actually, I really like James Rhodes. Like screw Tony Stark. James Rhodes is awesome. He was a great CEO for Stark Industries because he was just like, this is all some bullshit. I'm gonna get rid of all this bullshit, and I'm gonna do things my way. There ain't gonna be no bullshit in here anymore. He tried to do away with all the bullshit, but they fired his ass. Tony Stark was like, "Oh wait, I'm alive." I'm just kidding. All right, I have Blade, the Death of Doctor Strange tie-in. This is a variant cover, and Wesley Snipes said there's only going to be one Blade, but I see another Blade here. Just saying. $2. And then I have The Hunter. This is a $6 book. It's called The Hunter, Darkness Falls. It looks like it might be like an anime or manga type book. Let's look at this. Big, thick book. It's like a trade. No, the artwork in here is really good, actually. And it's book 1. Created to destroy the world, destined to be its savior. A monster who became a slave who became the hunter. That's cool. I like the War Machine armor, but it became outdated so quickly. It became outdated within like 7 issues of Iron Man, because as soon as Tony Stark came back and brought back his his AI armor, it just basically made the War Machine armor like, irrelevant. Not irrelevant, but outdated. It was now a dated armor. And here's the thing: over time, the War Machine armor has become its own thing. But like, Rhodes is a great pilot. That's the thing. He should be the guy to take up the man. There needs to be an Iron Man for now. And I'm not against Sam Wilson as Captain America. I'm actually really looking forward to a Brave New World. I really hope it doesn't tank, but I really like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't see why it should tank. You got Harrison Ford in it and everything. It should be a good movie. All right, Hunter is going to go for $2, and Blade is going to go for $2. Explain the price on the comic. Oh, it's $2, but the cover price of it is $6. This is a thicker book, but I'm selling it for $2. So I'm trying to tell you is you can get it cheaper here right now. All right, I have Superman Adventures number 24, Suckered by the Parasite, going for $2. It says Miller on the cover. Is that Mark Miller? Who wrote this? Let's see. Mark Miller. Wow. I didn't know he wrote Superman Adventures. Apparently he did. Superman Adventures by Mark Miller. This is going to go for just $2. The Superman Special by Walt Simonson is going to go for $2. Marvel Legacy number 1 is $2. Gorgeous looking book. Is that Kusada artwork on the cover? I can't tell. 4 more slots here.
Lewis meant the price on the Iron Man 282.
Iron Man 282. Explain the price on it? Oh, okay. That's the first time Iron Man employs the War Machine armor, which, here's another thing too. So a lot of people didn't know that James Rhodes was actually Iron Man. Again, I have the issue where it happens, where he actually becomes Iron Man for the first time, and I'm selling it for $4 right now, which is an insanely good price on this book. FYI. But Iron Man 282, it was actually Tony Stark who put on the War Machine armor for the first time, not James Rhodes. James Rhodes put it on after the fact that Tony Stark went into his cryogenic death phase. So that happened like 2 issues after. And then Rhodes was like, Rhodes didn't actually even want to take on the role of Iron Man. He did it in honor of Tony. So, yeah. 282 is a money book because it's the first time the War Machine armor is introduced. And I know because I picked it up. I have it in my collection too. But I got it for a good deal. I actually picked it up for like $25. I was very lucky. I was able to find a good deal on it. I have Flash Annual 1991 going for $2. Marvel Comics presents 110. We got Wolverine and Typhoid Mary. West Coast Avengers number 17. I really like this red and silver armor for Iron Man 2. I'm actually about to finish up all the Len Kaminsky Iron Man books. So I started with 281, and I've been reading steadily over the last month up to 305. But, you know, that last run ends with 306. So I picked up 306, and I'm going to finish that up. And then after that, I'm going back and reading Armor Wars 1 and 2, which I just picked up. I got the whole runs of that. So excited to go back. I've never actually read Armor Wars, so looking forward to it. Motormouth, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And we are at break time. Jay is moving us along. I just wanted to build out the rest of our rack here. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to do our FOMO books. And then I'll probably take down all of these books here and go through them one more time just so you guys have another shot at them. And then we'll move on to the next stack of books. So I will see you guys in just a minute.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today. FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. All right, it is FOMO time. So, Jay, let's run the video. It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my God, like, shut up already.
To that point, not a single Flash book sold today. Just going to use this as an opportunity to remind you guys that we have some Flash books here. Where are those other Flash books? Where's the other Flash books that I had?
That's a new DC character, right?
No, it's a DC character no one likes to buy comics from because of Ezra Miller. So you see, we have 3 Flash books, and it's all because of Ezra Miller that no one is buying these books. For shame. Ezra Miller did it to all of us. For shame. All right, it is FOMO time. So let's show you guys the FOMO books we have for the week. This is all 90s throwback FOMO. And the first book we have here is the New Mutants Annual number 6, which is the first appearance of Shatterstar. That's going to go for $10 tonight. I have Adventures of Superman 505. We got a cool foil cover here. I have the Return of Spider-Man number 64, Ben Reilly's Spider-Man. That's going to go for $5. Judgment on Gotham, Batman and Judge Dredd. This is going to go for $5. Robocop number 1. That's going to go for $10. This is Marvel's adaptation of Robocop. That's going to go for $10. Captain America number 425 is going to go for $5. It's a really cool foil and embossed cover, red foil and embossed cover. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 1 is going to go for $5. This is the yellow cover. And then I have X-Men number 1. This is the Rubicon edition. That's going to go for $10. Yeah, no Flash shenanigans for Heath. Heath, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So these are your FOMO books. Make your claims. In the meantime, I'm going to take down this rack here, and I'm going to go over all of these books one more time before putting them away and moving on to something else. So tomorrow afternoon, I'll be doing a show on my channel in the afternoon. We'll be going live at 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, and 2 p.m. Eastern. I am likely going to do a restock before the show because I need to pick up some stuff over at Graham Cracker's in Downers Grove. Graham Crackers is the largest comic book chain in Illinois. So big shop means I'm going to find lots of cool stuff over there. I'm going to try and come back with some cool goodies. However, unless we sell through some of the stuff, I can't really go out there and buy anything. So what's either going to happen is we're going to have a slow show tonight. And if we don't go through all this stuff, I'm just going to recycle some of it tomorrow and intermix it with some other stuff just to make things interesting. So it's not a completely boring show. And then I'll go to Graham Crackers after that and restock. So we'll see. Yeah, Jay will be there tomorrow. He's the spin man. He's the spin insurance guy. I pay Jay spin insurance. Jay should have a commercial on Kicking It. Did you shop with Onrie and not get your spin? You might be entitled to the damages.
You may be entitled to compensation.
Compensation, that's right. You might be entitled to compensation. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a commercial for you. Jay, the law is in Jay Burns. The law is in your hands. All right. So FOMO books are going here. We got X-Men #1, the Rubicon edition, going for $10. Chris Claremont, Jim Lee. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight #1. It's the yellow cover going for $5. Captain America 425 going for $5. Foil embossed cover. Robocop #1 going for $10. Batman Judge Dredd, Judgment on Gotham going for $5. Spider-Man #64, first Ben Reilly Spider-Man run, part of the first Ben Reilly Spider-Man run of that line. $5 on that. Adventures of Superman 505. We got a cool foil there. And then I have New Mutants Annual #6. That's the first Shatterstar going for $10. So those are the FOMO books for today. I'm going to go over all the books I showed earlier. So we have Batman 431, 433, and #511 going for $6. Detective Comics 27 going for $2. Superman of America #1 is $2. Batman Dark Detective 2, 3, and 4 going for $6. It's deserved. I have Superman Secret Origin #1, #2, and #3. This is going to go for $6. How awesome would it be for like Jay's commercial if it says, you might be entitled to compensation. Hire Jay Burns and feel the burn.
Hey-o!
And then you see me like on the Salem witch trial thing, like being set on fire. I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. I'm going to premiere it tomorrow, Jay. You're going to have to come on and see the commercial I'm going to make for you.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right, I have 0 Hour #1, 2, 3, and 4 going for $8. Superman Man of Steel 32 is $2. Faces of Evil Cobra #1, Prometheus, and Solomon Grundy. These are all one-shots going for just $6. Batman and the Outsiders #8 is $2. Have you been burned by I have The Flash #2 and #3 going for $4. No one's buying this. Superman 38, $2. Superman 654 is $2. The Animal Man Annual #2 is going to go for $2. Ultra Girl #1, #2, and #3 is going to go for $6. Daredevil number 34. This is part of Chip Zdarsky's run. $2 on this. Contest of Champions 2, number 3 of 5. That's going to go for $2. Uncanny X-Men number 1 and number 3. If no one picks this up, this issue 1, I'm going to make this issue 1 a FOMO book next week. Watch me do it. I will do it. I'm setting that off to the side. The heck with it. Sahara with you. Steve Rogers, number 3 of 4. Super Soldier, number 3 of 4. And the number 1 annual. You get both of these for $4. Enigma, number 3 of 8. And number 4 of 8. That's going to go for $4. X-Force, number 1. And number 4. Those are going for $2, but if no one wants X-Force 1, I'm going to throw that off to the side too and do that for more. Okay, Daredevil off to Heath. Wolverine and the Infinity Watch number 1 going for $2. All right, cool. Chris Nash, do you want to take X-Force number 4 off my hands too? That would mean the world to me if you took them both. But if you want just number 1, I got you. Let me know. I'll give you first right of refusal on that number 4. X-Men Legends number 12. That's going to go for $2. Sabretooth number 2, $2. And Helverine number 3 and number 4. That's going to go for $4. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Jay, do you want to talk a little bit more about that Q&A? Tell us what you guys are like.
So basically, I don't know. Here's what happened. We were doing a minute to skim it. And before we get on the show, Kyle's like, hey, I set up a goal for Super Chats. If we hit 5 Super Chats, since we only have one show on Wednesday right now, you and I will do a special Q&A. And I said, okay. Well, during the show, right at the last minute, we hit the 5 Super Chats. So just stay tuned to the EXP for more details. Follow the socials, all that good stuff. And come by, hang out, and ask us whatever you want. Should be a fun time.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, I have Flash Annual number 4 going for $2. Marvel Comics Presents number 110 is $2. West Coast Avengers number 17 is $2. Motormouth number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's going to go for $6 on all that. $6 on those. The Hunter number 1 is $2. Superman Adventures number 24 is $2. Superman Special number 1 by Walt Simonson is $2. Marvel Legacy number 1 is $2. The Death of Doctor Strange Blade Variant Edition. This can go for $2. This is another one of those books where it's like, seriously, how's no one picking this up for $2? In fact, I'll set it off to the side. I'll put that up as another FOMO book. Hero Illustrated Magazine number 13 is $2. New Mutants Annual number 7 is $2. Super Sons number 16 is $2. Zombie number 2 and number 3. That's going to go for $4 for Zombie number 2 and 3. Spectacular Spider-Man 243 is $2. Suicide Squad number 4 is $2. I have Iron Man, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Annual number 1 going for $2. JLA, Justice League of Atlantis number 1 is $2. Ghost Rider 23 and 24 are going to go for $4. Black Condor number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's going to go for $6. The Spectre number 10. Number 11, that's going to go for $4 for those two. Legends of the Dark Knight Annual number 4 is $2. Classics Illustrated number 6, A Tale of Two Cities, is $2. Superman in Action Comics number 700 is $2. And Wolverine number 30 is $2. And then Chris Nash, I'm waiting on an answer for you for that X-Force number 4. Did you want to take that as well? All right. Time to start a new stack. No, okay, I'm putting away the X-Force. Okay. So we got number 1. I have Superman Invasion First Strike number 26 is $2. The Superman Annual number 3, Batman, Robin, and the Justice League versus the Man of Tomorrow today. $2 on this. I have X Factor number 1 going for $2. X-Men 92 House of XC2, Charles Xavier II, that's going to go for $2. This is issue number 2. Weapon X and Final Flight, number 1, $2 on this. Demon Wars Shield of Justice by Peach Momoko, $2. Demon Days Mariko, $2. This is something I would definitely put up as FOMO, by the way. I have Supergirl, number 1. Number 2, we got Mike Turner covers here. Number 3 and number 4. That's going to go for $8 for the Supergirl. Did you guys see that photo of the actress who's going to be playing her in the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie? She's sitting in the chair. Just a photo right now, but pretty cool that they're doing it. Cyberforce number 4, that's going to go for $2. Okay, Supergirl number 1 and 2. Wolverine versus Blade number 1, that's $2. That's another book that if it doesn't get claimed today, I will definitely put up as FOMO. Agents of Atlas number 2 is going to go for $2. Wolverine number 17, that's going to go for $2. Spider-Girl number 15 is $2. Sleepwalker number 8 is $2. The Brave and the Bold Batman and Wonder Woman number 1 is $2. Star Trek number 10 cover A is $2. Superboy number 9 and number 10 is going to go for $4. I Make Boys Cry number 2 is going to go for $2. The Amazing Spider-Man, I got a Spidey bundle here for you guys. Check this out. Issue 540, 588, 561, number 609, and the giant size Amazing Spider-Man number 1 going for $2. Pop, you can get them all for 10. The whole stack is 10. All right, Atlas and Demon Days. Or Demon Wars. Did you want both the Demon Wars? Or did you just, which one did you want, Shield of Justice or Mariko? Okay, both Demon Wars. Okay, got you, Liz. Okay, and Wolverine Blade. Nice pickup. So that's 6, 4, 2. Nice. Okay, I have the Fury of Firestorm number 22, number 45, and number 77, going for $6. Naughty List number 1 from Aftershock Comics is going for $2. All right. I have the Max Immortal number 2 going for $2. Yeah, I got the Agent of Atlas for you. That's in your pile, Lewis. Amazing Fantasy number 5 of 5 by Care Andrews. That's going to go for $2. X-Men number 10 is $2. Good night, Tori. Elektra number 9 is $2. Razor Line First Cut is $2. Riverdale number 3 is $2. Star Trek The Next Generation number 34. We got Whoopi Goldberg on the cover. Whoopi! Number 42 and number 33. So that in order is 33, 34, and 42. That's going to go for $6. Okay. Fury of Firestorm. We got a couple of those off to Heath. Which ones did you need, dude? 45 and 77. No problem. That last Firestorm is going to go for just $2. Gwen Stacy, number 1. We got a variant edition here. It's got Spider-Punk, Spider-Woman, and Silk on it. $2. Cool cover. I like it. Gwen Stacy, number 1. Daredevil, number 28. Mark Waid. We got a cover by Chris Somney. $2 on that. Mother Panic, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. That's going to go for $8. $8 on this stack right here of Mother Panic by Jody Hauser and Sean Crystal. I've never read this, but it takes place in Gotham City, right? Do you know anything about Mother Panic, Jay? Can you share any information?
No, I've heard of it, but I've never actually read it.
You never read it? Looks cool. The American Way, number 1 from Vertigo. That's going to go for $2. Batman 433. Got another copy of this. $2. Savants, number 1 by Gary Reed. Wow. And Set the Moose. That's going to go for $2. Old Man Logan, number 50, is $2. Robotech, the Macros Saga, number 15, is $2. Thor, number 28. And number 34, we got a Spider-Verse variant. That's going to go for just $4. Supergirl, 38 is going to go for $2. That looks like an Artgerm cover, but I don't think it is. Crypto's in this too. Doesn't say who did this variant cover. But beautiful Supergirl cover, number 38, and it's going for just $2. Low, number 13, is $2. Superman in Action Comics, number 4. Number 6. Number 7. That's going to go for $6 for these New 52 Action Comics books. The New 52s.
that Supergirl is a Derek Chew cardstock variant.
Cool. Thanks, Jay. Derek Chew cardstock variant. Going for $2. Great price on that book. Crossover number 1 is $2. Once and Future number 4 is $2. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is from CrossGen. That's going to go for $6 on this. Summoner War Legacy number 1 from Image is $2. Invincible Iron Man number 8 is $2. Okay, I've had 0 claims on FOMO books right now, so I'm going to do something to try and move this stuff because sitting on it forever, that's not doing anyone any favors. So let's run the deals right now. And I'm going to offer this only for right now. So if no one claims this right now after I offer these discounted prices, I'm going to go back to the prices that I had before. Okay? I'm going to do Batman Judge Dredd against my better judgment for just $4 right now. I'll knock $1 off. X-Men, the Rubicon edition, is now going to go down to $5. I'm taking half off on it. Return of Spider-Man, number 64, I'm going to do for $4. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 1, we got this collector special. I'm going to knock $1 off, $4 on this now. Adventures of Superman 505, I'm going to knock $1 off, $4 on this. Captain America 425, I'm going to knock $1 off that, $4 on this. New Mutants number 6 for Shatterstar. This is the annual here. I did it at 10. I'm going to knock it down to $8 now. So $8 on this. And then Robocop number 1 from 10 down to 5. I'm taking half off on this. These are your FOMO books. These are discounted prices. And we haven't moved a single FOMO book tonight. I don't like that. So if you guys want any of these books, I'm throwing the prices down. Let's move them. There you go. There's your opportunity. There's your incentive. And this is the only time I'm going to offer it. If you hit me up later on and say, hey, Onrie, do you still have that book? I'll take it at the discounted price. Sorry, it's going back to its regular price. This is an incentive to move it now so we can sell it right here, right now on the air. So act now or forever hold your peace. Justice Society of America number 5. This is by Len Straczewski and Mike Perelbeck. This is going to go for $2. Really good stuff. Marvel Zombies number 2 is $2. Aquaman number 14 and number 15. That's going to go for $4. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 44 is going to go for $2. The Malibu Sun number 26 from June 1993 is going to go for $2. It's exploring the Ultraverse. Gold Goblin number 1 and Gold Goblin number 2 and Gold Goblin number 4 are going to go for $6. Necrosha the Gathering number 1 is 2. Nam number 30 is 2. I believe that's all the slots I have here. Okay, no room for the Nam. Cyberforce 4 is $2. Amazing Spider-Man 18 is $2. Scarlet Spider number 4 and number 5, that's going to go for $4. Detective Comics 798, number 800, number 802, and number 803, number 825, and the number 1 annual. I will do all of these right now. 2, 4, 6. I'll do them all right now for $5 if you grab them. $5 for all these Detective Comics books. Punisher number 4 is going to go for $2. And then I have Armor Wars number 3 going for $2. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one last commercial break right now. And when we come back, I'll probably build out another rack here for you guys because we still got some time. So we'll build out another double rack, and then we're going to go over the bottom row one more time because we got some good stuff there, and then we're going to close out tonight's show. So I'll see you guys in just a moment.
The limit is the sky with no glass ceiling. But if the shoe fits, feel free to walk up in it. You can catch me in the sky with no flight attendants, or either in the coupe, but the roof is not attended. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. Rap hitting, I button up Benjamin. I'm not like them, my cloth was cut different. For those that are listening, please know that I never backpedal, nah, never that. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storyline prime. MCU 5D season the game. Being honest ain't nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, we are back. So, Rudy, you had asked me about the numbers of the Detective Comics. It's 798, 800, 802, 803, number 825, and the number 1 annual. Now, I'm just doing it for $5. They're not in the best shape, but, you know, like, they're still readable. Put them in a bag and board. They're good to go. So $5 on all of them. It's 6 comics for $5. Let me know if you want to take them. All right. Yeah, are you talking about the Battle Quest Comics commercial? That song like is stuck in my head. It's like stuck in my head the whole time. Yeah, I know those guys. Andrew Caffrey, he's the publisher and really good guy. Known him since 2017. Yeah. So, all right, I have Fantastic Four 531 going for $2. Mighty Thor number 16 is going to go for $2. American Vampire: The Beast in the Cave. We have number 19, number 20, and number 21. And number 22 going for $8. Yeah, no problem. Just put those away real quick. All right. I have Green Lantern Corps number 28, 44. 45, 46, 47, 52, 53, 58, and 59. So a whole bunch of issues here. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, all 9 at 15. I'll do all 9 for 15 for the Green Lantern Corps. 9 comics for $15. X-Men parodies, as in a parodies. Oh, rarities. I thought it was parodies, as in a parodies nuts. All right, I got collected for the first time. We got 5 Vertales featuring the Uncanny X-Men, Generation X, Mystique, Iceman, plus Marvel's earliest Marvel mutant story ever told. Relive the excitement and drama in this anthology that can only be called an X-Men rarity. So the oldest story would be the first Marvel comics, right? Because that wasn't Namor a mutant. This could go for $2. I don't see him in this book, by the way. Wolverine and the X-Men number 7 and number 9 and number 24. That's going to go for $6. Green Lantern annual number 1 is $2. The number 2 annual is $2, so you get them both at 4. Power Man and Iron Fist number 61 is 2. Spectacular Spider-Man 159 and 174. That's $4. Excalibur 69 is $2. Marvel Comics Presents number 83, 84. That's going to go for $4. And that's Barry Windsor Smith doing the Weapon X stuff. That is totally worth grabbing at that price. Those are some highly sought after books. Some good stuff on this final rack, by the way. It's fairly new, by the way. It's like these are all week-old books. I like to keep everything as new and fresh as possible, but these are still like books that I think a lot of people passed up on last week. Blackest Night JSA number 1 is $2. I have Doc Samson number 1, number 2, number 3. We got long-haired Tom Hutchinson Punisher on Doc Samson number 3 and number 4. That's going to go for $8. Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 2. We got Sarah Michelle Gellar on the cover. Oh my God! Like, shut up. Number 3. Seriously, you're still like crying. Number 4. The angel guy's like whispering in her ear, and he's like, "Is he still crying?" It's like, totally. Number 5. This isn't Sarah Michelle Gellar. That's the actual Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And number 6. Well, Sarah Michelle Gellar was technically she was Buffy a lot more than the original actress was, right? So 2, 4, 5. Get them all for $10. The Punisher? Yes, it's based off of Tom Hutchinson's life. He still doesn't know that I've made this joke at his expense. All right, Batman Gotham Knights number 18 going for $2. Night Thrasher number 2 going for $2. Number 3 is right down there. Captain America number 6 is $2. Lynch Mob number 2 is $2. Ultra number 2. Number 3. That's going to go for $4 for this pair. X-Men 37. Phalanx Covenant. Got a cool foil effect here. Captain America 26 is $2. Dark Crisis Big Bang number 1. It's a one-shot. $2 on this. Amazing Spider-Man 276. Water damage copy going for $2. Vampirella Red Sonja number 6 and number 8. That's going to go for $4. There's a set. Wimp, 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 wimp. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers number 6 is $2. Racer X is going to go for $2. Silver Surfer number 51, number 60, number 61, and number 64 is going to go for $8. I have Conan the Adventurer number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6, and number 7, number 8, and number 9, and number 10. I'm going to do all 9 of these books for $15 for the Conan the Adventurer stack here. That's a solid one there. All right. Immortal Red Sonja number 3 is $2. Punisher 29, 30, and 31, 32, and 33, and 35. I will do all these Punishers for 2, 4, 6, $12. Conan stack is off to Chris. And Immortal Red Sonja number 3 is $2. Chris Nash. Take that Conan stack. Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man and Professor X number 244, 249. That's going to go for $4. Uncanny Avengers number 1 and number 5. That's going to go for $4. Captain America number 5 and number 6 is going to go for $4. From the Sandman universe, I have Hellblazer Dead in America number 6 and number 7. That's going to go for $4. Conan versus Ruin number 1, number 4, and number 5. That's $6 on the Conans. Nice pickup, Nash. Chris Nash gets a pat on the back for his claim. All right. You're the man, Chris Nash. There's other men in this world, but they're not as honorable as you, sir. You lack a discipline. All right, I have Quasar number 31 going for $2. Punisher War Journal number 4. Dr. Doom comes to the Punisher's funeral, $2. Justice Society of America number 7, $2. Justice League Europe number 2, 12. We got Metamorpho on the cover, $2 on this. I have Adventures of Superman 443, 444, 445, 496, and 551. I will do all of these. 2, 4, 5. There's $10 for the Superman set. Jean Grey and Phoenix, Marvel Generations, number 1. That's going to go for $2. Gotham Academy Yearbook, number 18 is 2. Suicide Squad number 9 is 2. Number 10 is 2. That's 4 on these. 4 on the Suicide Squad. The Goddamn Before the Flood issue 2 is going to go for $2. Hawkeye Freefall number 3 is $2. Scream Curse of Carnage number 1 is $2. Bitch Planet number 5 is $2. King Thor number 4 is $2. Planet of the Symbiotes number 2 is $2. History of the Marvel Universe number 6 is $2. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 13 is $2. Are you talking about the one that Roy Thomas put out there? The Roy Thomas one, the John Buscema? So you want to hear something funny? My co-writer on Yisu Shin, David Anthony Kraft, he had a whole stack of those books once. And this was before those comics ever like went up in value. Like they were dollar books, just like any one of those, any one of these number ones here that everybody kind of like passes on, And he used those books as kindling for a fire once. And he was like, after all that time, he was like, damn it, if I knew it, I could have gotten like $120 a pop off of that. But I will say this, had he not done that, that is also what drives up the price of comics. When they become more rare and sought after, that's when they start to get expensive. So the fact that he did that is probably one of the things that helped raise the price of the book. It wouldn't have gone up in value if he hadn't done that. Roy Thomas, the Wolverine creator, yes. Dak would have something to say about that too, because Roy Thomas didn't even edit Hulk 181. He was on there as the group editor, but David Anthony Kraft edited the first appearance of Wolverine. He was just not credited for it. But, I mean, editorial is not really seen in the Marvel bullpen as like especially back then, like, it was just a pretty generic role, right? Like, it was like, hey, you're here, like, they're not actually contributing to the actual, like, story of the book. They're just there for quality control, like going over everything. Like if Doug Mensch turns in the script, like Dak would go over it, and if he caught some inconsistencies or something that fell out of line, he would have Doug fix it. But like generally speaking, it was more like, hey, this book is due out in like a week or in 2 days. We need to have everything like ready tonight. At that point, you're really just making sure everything kind of comes together. But, back then, no one knew what was going to happen. It was a different time. 4.0, 5.0 even goes in the hundreds. That's crazy. That's nuts. All right, we got 8 minutes left. I'm going to go over the bottom row of books again because we have some really good deals on all of this stuff right now. So I hope you guys will take advantage of these deals because I'm eager to get rid of these books. I don't want to have this stuff sitting here anymore. And then it'll be time to spin the wheel of skip bark for anyone that I hope spins to, which so far looks like it's going to be nobody. Nobody gets to spin on the wheel as of right now. So this is your chance. If you want to spin on the wheel, this is your chance. Otherwise, there's no spin on the wheel of skid bark tonight. No one has earned it. All right. But I will also throw this out here too. If anybody wants to grab this double rack, I will do the double rack at 25 right now. So that's up there too. 25 on the double rack. Okay. First things first, I have Captain America Sentinel of Liberty #1, #2, #3, and #4 going for $15. If anybody wants to grab this set here, it is $15. I have Trinity, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman #1, #2, and #3 going for 20 or best offer. And then I have Flex Mentallo #1, #2, #3, and #4. That's 75 or best offer on Flex Mentallo. I have to move that. There's the books. Okay. I'm going to go over our FOMO books again. You guys can have a shot at those. FOMO books. Robocop, Future of Law Enforcement, #1. It's going to go for $5 tonight. Was priced at $10. First appearance of Shatterstars in New Mutants #6 annual was at $10, dropping it down to $8. Captain America 425 was $5, now going down to $4. Adventures of Superman 505, $5 down to $4. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight #1, $5 down to $4. Return of Spider-Man #64, $5 down to $4. X-Men Rubicon Edition was $10 down to $5. And Batman Judge Dredd, this is going to go for $4 as well. Against my better judgment. Lewis, I got you. Well, we at least sold one FOMO book tonight. That's good. Okay, I'm going over the lower rack of stuff real quick, and then we're going to close out the show. I have Night Thrasher #1 going for $3. Multiversity #1 is $3. Thanos and the Infinity Watch Annual #1 is $3. Fantastic Four Heroes Return #1 is $4. Iron Man #169 is $4. Justice League 67 is $3. Kid Colt Outlaw #210 is $3. Cobra #4 is $3. Kong the Untamed 5 is $3. Korak Son of Tarzan #54 is $3. Lassie is $3. Gasolina Bienvenido #1 is $3. Magneto and the Magnetic Men #1 is $3. And Hawkeye #1, the Halloween comic book extravaganza edition, is going to go for $3. And that is everything. That is our show for tonight. Guys, I will be back on the air tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for shopping with me today. I think we had a great start to the week. Unfortunately, no one has spent enough to get a spin on the wheel, so we're just not doing any spins tonight. We'll be back next week on The Experience once again with new comics, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere The Experience is all the time.